All right, well, welcome to day 92 of our 100 videos challenge. Today, well, excuse me. All right, well, so let's see, day 92, 8 days of these left. Got some interesting subjects that I probably want to cover. Who knows that I'll actually write them down, but we'll see what happens. Now, my girlfriend and I were talking about this in the car today, and I've actually said it a few times in other places, but when did retail stores, like I'm talking big box stores, when did they get rid of uniforms? It's the weirdest thing. I remember, who's a good one? Target. You knew who the employees were because red shirt, most time a polo, khaki pants. You knew exactly who that was. I actually have outfits that I call Target chic, where I usually wear a red shirt with khaki pants and a tie. But I kind of miss that uniformity. Walmart's the same way. It used to be a blue shirt with khakis or black pants. And I worked at Sears. We had black or white shirts and khakis, or black trousers. It was kind of a little bit of a variance. And I get maybe that's a store budget thing. Oh yeah, and then Shopko. Oh, I hated this uniform combination, but it was still a uniform. We had an olive green shirt, and then we had to wear tan khakis. I that combo looked awful in my eyes, but still wore it. Now the reason I asked this is that uniformity. A uniform makes it easy for people to find staff members that work there. If I'm looking for someone to help me, if I don't see anybody who's actually wearing the name tag, because their back is to me or something like that, I have no idea if that person works there. It just makes things easier to do. The second thing, though, is when you look like a part of a team, then you feel like more part of the team. It's a team building thing. It's kind of like why it's one of the how can I say this correctly? It's why we have uniforms in the military. Everybody is wearing the same uniform. Those are your brothers, those are your sisters. That is, exactly who they are, what they do, and what they're there for. They're there to support each other. It's a team. It's an army. And I remember these places used to look like that. It's like you walk into a place, you knew exactly who worked there. You walk into a different place, you know who works there. Now, smaller retail places, different chains have at least dress codes or something of that nature. And you can still tell the staff that work there, usually by a lanyard or a name tag or something like that. But these big box stores, I've noticed it's just going away. And I think, you could say it could be budget. Budget could be part of it. Maybe the store doesn't want to pop for it. Maybe they don't want to make their employees pay for them. Honestly, when I didn't have a lot of money going on, I liked having a job where my uniform was the same 5 days a week, because, well, that was 5 less outfits I had to figure out for the day. Then when I got home, it was jeans, sweatpants, t-shirt, loungewear, because I'm done with work. So, it's something that I miss, and maybe I'm just off base here. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I'm a Gen X after all. You never know. Things just change. But like I said, just something I've noticed, and maybe, and if I was the CEO of either of these companies, well, if I was making that kind of money, I guess I probably wouldn't care. But I think if I was in charge of that part of it, I would go back to, hey, we're going to start issuing standard uniform out again. So at the very least, a shirt with the logo on it, And as far as the pants go, all right, really, I don't care what you wear on the bottom half. Does it fit? Is it clean? Does it have holes in it? That type of stuff. Is it appropriate workwear? So that is my semi mini rant today. As for National Day today, it's a lot of food days today. It's National Burrito Day. So we just had Taco Tuesday a couple days ago. Now it's Burrito Day, and now I actually feel like having a burrito because I need a burrito. Let's see here. It is National Chocolate Mousse Day. So I'm all for anything chocolate. That works for me. And then a fun day that's not food related, it's National Film Score Day. Now, film score, this is the music that goes in the movies that we watch. Some of these are, and the music can really set the tone for the scenes that you're watching. So you really, the scene itself can be very, very active. It can be heart pumping, but it's the music that really adds to it, that intensity. And also different themes along with different characters. One of my favorite film scores is Star Wars. Star Wars itself had an epic opening theme. This is all John Williams. John Williams is amazing. You know what the score is. The Darksiders had that Imperial March. When Luke Skywalker he had his own little theme. He had his own Skywalker theme. I mean, it really told the story. Same thing with like Superman, Lord of the Rings. Oh, a film score I absolutely loved was Hans Zimmer doing The Last Samurai. That is a beautiful score. If you haven't seen the movie, you should. But if anything else, you should listen to the film score. That is amazing stuff. And I'm honestly curious, for those of you who watch and any of those who respond, what are some of your favorite movies that have great film scores that you like? And they don't have to be like the serious ones, serious or fantasy ones. Smokey and the Bandit had a great film score. It was just a lot of fun. It was like the scramble of the race that they were doing for Smokey and the Bandit. So some excuse me, something to think about is the music that we listen to when we're watching the movies, and it's so integrated in, and it's so well placed. I'm like, how did you come up with this? The idea of having that music for this person? That's really weird, because the music can also tell us the mood of the person that we're talking about or that we're seeing. When we see Luke Skywalker for the first time, he's looking out over the horizon, and you hear that theme, and it's a theme of hope, and it's simple, but it's because he represents hope, where of course where the movie title Star Wars: A New Hope comes from. And that's what Skywalker was supposed to portray. And in the books and stuff like that, that's exactly what he is. He's the poster boy for hope. That's what gives him his strength in the Force. Anyways, we'll get to that. That's a way different video. So, but anyways, yeah, think about some movies that you like that have awesome film scores. And while you're thinking about that, have a burrito. And then when you're done with the burrito, have some chocolate mousse, because, hey, might as well celebrate the days like we're supposed to. All right. We're coming up to the end here. It's still cold here in Wisconsin. It's rainy. I'm a little achy because, I'm older and everything is like, hey, it's the mileage catching up with you. Great. So stay warm, stay safe, drink more water, eat clean when you can. This is after I've just been talking about burritos, but eat clean when you can. Be kind to people that you meet today, because they're fighting battles you don't know anything about. Be kind to the environment, be kind to the animals, and always be kind to yourself. A little self-care can go a long way, because if you don't take a break, your body will make you take a break. We don't want that. So, you guys have a good one. May the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Cheers. Peace. I'm out. We'll see you tomorrow.